coquettes. Today we are going to be doing a ganache chocolate tart. So today we need 50 grams of unsalted butter, 70% cocoa, 300 grams or chocolate, and 300 grams of double cream. Now what I've just done, I've put the pan on. It's on a medium heat. Now you want to bring the cream to kind of not a boil but a simmer. And you're also going to add in your butter at this stage as well. It's going to help melt it into there. Okay, so give it a bit of a stir as well. Best thing to do is have this on the heat for a little while. Otherwise it won't come to the boil. Now, I know I'm using my finger, but you can normally tell by whatever way you want. I'm using a melt pan, because when you actually go to tip it into the chocolate, it's a lot easier to melt the chocolate with than obviously to just do it that way. Now I did put a little bit of vanilla essence in there, but it doesn't seem to want to come out, so we're going to give it a little bit of helping hand, I think, today. Okay, now you don't want it to burn or anything like that, you just want it to heat up. So I'm going to turn mine down a little bit because before it starts to burn. But you want to make sure all the butter's melted inside the pan as well, otherwise you're going to get big chunks of butter in it, which isn't very delicious, let me tell you now. So give it a good stir. A good stir. And then I can still see those in there, so I'm just going to give it a little bit longer just to melt a little bit more. Okay, I've got to just talk about the chocolate. Okay, so the chocolate, it's 70% chocolate, it's dark chocolate, and you want to listen for it because it's going to snap like that. That means it's a good quality chocolate. Anything else that's less than 70%, it's not very good chocolate. It's got a lot of fats in it, so you'll have problems making a ganache if you actually use that one. So I'm just going to give it another stir a bit because we don't want it to catch on the bottom. Now I've just used a normal pastry from the shop. You can make your own pastry, but it is a bit of a pain and it can obviously split or not cook, or you like in Bake Off you get a soggy bottom. Nobody likes a soggy bottom, so it's easier just to get a case. And it's so easy if you get a case, because I'm going to make this for my Easter dessert. So this is why I'm giving it a trial now, because it's always better to have it done and try it once before you do it on the day. Otherwise you're going to be going through a lot of chocolate if you do. If you can always learn from your mistakes, but you can't learn on the day. Okay, so as you see, it's come to a simmer. It's just warm enough that you can dip your finger in. So pour the cream into the chocolate. I should get it all out. If it's burnt a little, not burnt, but it's stuck to the bottom, just leave it, because you don't want to be doing anything else with it. Okay, now it's going to look like it's split. I promise you it's not splitting. It's just trying to come together. And you want to just keep turning the bowl. You want to kind of get round it quite quickly, because you want it to melt. This cream's going to melt all your chocolate, but it doesn't take very long for it to do it. But if you do, it will end up being just one big lumpy mess, which is not very nice either, because chocolate tarts are really nice. Now you can see it's coming together. Now this is what it should start looking like, and I'll show you in a minute once all my chocolate has melted. It's really good to lick the bowl as well afterwards. I like to lick the bowl. I know my husband does as well. He loves licking the bowl as well. You can probably hear him. Poor Gary, he's always on the camera, so you never actually see Gary behind. He's behind the scenes. Okay, so it's come together, and then what you'll get is like almost like a thickness, but it kind of wants to drip just a tiny bit, but it is quite nice to have it a bit thicker, because when it sets, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now You can put whatever you like on top of this. You can put berries. As I'm using it for Easter later, I'm going to be putting on mini eggs on top of it. Or you can get the buenos and just grate them, and then you get the mix of the milk chocolate and the white chocolate, and it just sprinkles over the top, so it works really well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pour this in. This is really good as well, because I don't know if any of you have seen my other post, but I made chocolate truffles. This is basically the recipe to make chocolate truffles as well. You leave it in the fridge for about 4 hours and it will make a really good, and then you just roll them, and they're so good for presents and everything else. And I know I made pasta for Christmas this year, but I might actually do a video on the other bits as well. Okay, so you want to make sure it's filled all round your tart. So like I said, you can crumble anything you want onto it. You can crumble up some chocolates. As I am doing this, actually Gary's just going to quickly show you how it's looking. I'm going to get some seashells, I think, for this one. Ta-da! Okay, so pop them on. Okay, there we go. And that makes it look a little bit prettier. That's why I want that some there. And then if I get that one, and I'm going to kind of show you what I meant earlier as well. If I can find it. This is perfectly always me, never quite ready. No, we can't find it. Have you paused it? Okay, no. Okay, we can't find that one, so what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it like that, and there is your chocolate tart ganache. Yeah, enjoy. Pop it in the fridge for around 4 hours. This will help it set completely, and then you can enjoy it as much as you like. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please press like. Thank you very much. Bye, coquettes.